Donald Trump calls for harder approvals against North Korea after ballistic rocket test. President Donald Trump called for harder assents against North Korea after it let go a ballistic rocket Sunday in a clear endeavor to test the South's new liberal president and the U.S. document photograph of U.S. President Donald Trump. Reuters let this most recent incitement fill in as a require all countries to actualize far more grounded sanctions against North Korea, the White House said in a concise proclamation. The rocket flew more than 700 kilometers 435 miles before arriving in the Sea of Japan East Sea. It affected so near Russian soil. The president can't envision that Russia is satisfied, the White House said. North Korea has been in outrageous danger for a really long time. It included Trump's National Security Council, H.R. McMaster, had telephone discussions with his partners in Japan and South Korea to talk about the circumstance. China, which has been under developing U.S. weight to help get control over the atomic outfitted North, called for restriction. All applicable gatherings should practice limitation and shun additionally disturbing strains in the area, the remote service said. Numerous arrangements of UN and U.S. sanctions against North Korea have done little to hinder it from seeking after its atomic and rocket desire. Prior to the rocket test, the U.S. Treasury said it was thinking about each device in our weapons store to cut off well springs of global financing for illicit exercises in the North. Trump has undermined military activity, however, as of late seemed to have mellowed his position, saying he would be respected to meet pioneer Kim Jong-un under the correct conditions. New South Korean President Moon Jae-in, who was introduced on Wednesday, has additionally been appeasing. Be that as it may, he hammered the rocket test as a rash incitement subsequent to holding a crisis meeting with national security counselors. Moon said Seoul unequivocally sentenced this grave test to the peace and security of the Korean promontory and the global group, as indicated by his representative Yoon Young-chan. Moon, not at all like his preservationist foreigners, advocates compromise with Pyongyang, however, cautioned Sunday that discourse would be conceivable just if the North changes its state of mind. Moon had said in his introduction discourse that he was eager to visit Pyongyang in the correct conditions to ease strains. The North itself would hold tall.